Settles heavy on the dusty dirt road fork, where the spectral entities supposedly walk and talk. I brought my one acoustic and a pocket full of grief, looking for a supernatural permanent relief. The cicadas are buzzing, a hypnotic droning sound, as I draw a circle on the unforgiving ground, waiting for the midnight when the bargain can be struck, willing to surrender all my everlasting luck.
A shadowy figure emerges from the sugarcane field, holding a contract that can never be repealed. The temperature drops in a natural freezing chill, testing the parameters of my independent will. He tips his dark fedora, flashing a golden grin, offering a shortcut through the labyrinth of sin. The intersection hums with a terrifying power, counting down the seconds to the designated hour. Transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact, to mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. He hands me the guitar, the strings are humming hot, promising the absolute success that I have sought. My fingers move with lightning, a virtuoso grace, but I see the sudden tragedy reflected in his face. Fame is an illusion, a temporary fleeting crown, before the gravity pulls you violently back down. The gravel crunches softly underneath his pointed shoe, reminding me exactly what I promised I would do. I clutch my vocal microphone, my voice begins to soar, achieving a register I have never hit before. The talent is incredible, but the cost is far too steep, a horrifying secret I am obligated to keep. The crossroads disappear into a thick swirling mist, leaving me alone with this terrifying twist. The spotlight is blinding, the applause is deafening, but I feel my inner conscience slowly deadening. A transaction of the spirit in the middle of the night, trading our eternity to win this mortal fight. The signature is written in a crimson bloody hue, a devastating compromise between me and you. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil waits, holding the master keys to the consequential gates. Kingston crossroads, making a dangerous pact, to mesmerizing, frightening, irreversible act. Will you sell your soul for a melody of gold, or keep your integrity before you grow too old? The intersection forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. Oh, the price of the magic, the cost of the fame, nothing will ever be the same. Tear up the paper, run from the deal, hold on to the only thing that is actually real. Shine the light, take the prize, lose your soul, open your eyes. Down at the Kingston crossroads, where the devil
section forces you to finally choose between the reggae salvation or the tragic blues. The deal is done, crossroads, Lord have mercy. Over the metropolis, chasing the phantom of a stolen kiss. My trench coat collar turned against the wind, calculating the exact moment that I sinned. A fedora cast a shadow on a stranger's face, a clandestine meeting in a hidden place. The cobblestone glistens with the evening precipitation, caught in the middle of a grand investigation.
A private sleuth operating in the midnight shade, examining the evidence that was poorly laid. A magnifying glass on a smeared lipstick stain, connecting the dots inside a cynical brain. The jazz club is a sanctuary for the underground, where the most illicit information can be found. A snare brush swishes like a serpent's tail, following the breadcrumbs on a dangerous trail. Whispering secrets in the smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. More rhythm, slipping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. More rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. A ransom note typed on a vintage machine, the most peculiar scenario I have ever seen. A flickering street light illuminates the crime, operating totally outside the bounds of time. A double-crossing syndicate operating out of sight, bleeding the citizens in the dead of night. But the syncopation offers a peculiar clue, leading my investigation straight back to you. A femme fatale posing with a cigarette holder, resting my chin upon my velvet shoulder. I fabricated alibis to cover up my track, knowing there is absolutely no turning back. The upright bass plucks a sinister chord, a deadly gamble for a meager reward. I slit the microfilm inside my satin glove, a casualty of war, a casualty of love. Whispering secrets in the smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. Noir rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. Noir rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculating move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Don't speak, the walls have ears, I can smell your absolute paralyzing fears. Pass the envelope underneath the table, keep
keep the facade as long as you are able. Footsteps, shadows, curtain calls, the gavel falls. More rhythm, stepping through the alleyway where the darkest predators come out to play. More rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with the jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Case closed, fade to black, the jazz remains. The celestial canvas painted deep indigo, watching the distant silver constellations glow. A velvet blanket wrapping my shivering frame, trying to forget the echoes of a hollow game.
The lunar cycle guides my solitary feet, far away from the noise of the bustling street,
seeking a sanctuary where the quiet heavily lies underneath the majesty of the open skies.
Pacing the floorboard while the galaxies spin, shedding the weight of my original sin. The astronomical clock ticks in perfect time, a silent observer to this upward climb, eclipsing the hardship, leaving orbit behind, searching for a haven for a troubled mind. The atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountain top.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour, we gather the remnants of our spiritual power, guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free. Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night.
The atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountain top. Meteor showers blazing a trail of gold, a beautiful story that has never been told. No borders, no boundaries, no terrestrial lines, just the universal truth that eternally shines, elevating the consciousness above the fray, waiting patiently for the breaking of day.
My silhouette stretches across the silver lawn, breathing the oxygen before the coming dawn. Gravity loses its unrelenting hold, making my hesitant spirit incredibly bold. The cosmic hum vibrates in my inner ear, erasing every particle of of lingering fear, a nocturnal pilgrimage to a sacred dome, finally discovering my permanent home. Twilight fades into the darkest hour. We gather the remnants of our spiritual power, guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free. Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space. Oh, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night. Ascend beyond the stratosphere, the vision becomes crystal clear. Levitate above the sorrow and the pain, washing our spirits in the meteor rain. Stars
Align,
ascend.
ascend.
Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night, drifting upward.
Celestial peace.
Zion awaits. The transit station buzzes with a frantic energy, preparing for a mass spectacular exodus of the free. I clutch my luggage tightly to my rapidly beating chest, leaving the concrete slums for the legendary West.
The metallic engine groans, spitting out a jet of steam, transporting the passengers toward a
Collective dream,
a symphony of pistons pushing on the rusted wheel, a revolutionary movement
that is finally getting real.
The freight cars are loaded with the hopes of the oppressed, a monumental journey, a spectacular quest. The locomotive captain pulls the heavy iron lever, severing the ties to the Babylon forever. The rhythmic clatter echoes on the wooden railway ties, drowning out the government's fabricated lies. We shovel the combustion, fueling up the massive grate, escaping the perimeter of the dictatorial state.
Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard the trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices
of the liberated crowd. Trench town train tearing right through the tracks,
no hesitation,
and no ever looking back.
from the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintop so high.
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
Sound the glorious whistle,
Let the engine roar.
we are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door. The cabin is vibrating with a fierce, rebellious chant, doing all the massive things they told us that we can't. The velocity blurs the and scenery outside, a thoroughly exhilarating, terrifying ride. The systemic barriers crumble as we barrel through, creating an environment spectacularly new. The compass needle points strictly toward the promised land, guided by the power of a mighty unseen hand.
I'll stick my head out the window to catch the rushing gale, writing a victorious chapter to this epic tale. The suffocating poverty is shrinking in the rear, replacing the anxiety with a vision crystal clear. The percussion of the tracks is a steady booming kick, making the oppressive politicians awfully sick. A rolling sanctuary constructed out of steel, the most euphoric liberation I will ever feel. Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard the trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices
of the liberated crowd. Trench town train, tearing right through the tracks,
no hesitation,
and no ever looking back.
from the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintop so high.
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
Sound the glorious whistle,
Let the engine roar.
we are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door.
Faster, push it faster,
Give it everything you got,
claiming the inheritance of the
holy spot,
derail
the corruption,
smash the paradigm. This is our moment, this is our time.
chop, chop, wheel track,
Forward,
forward,
never back. All aboard
the trench town train,
unstoppable and loud, carrying the voices of the liberated crowd.
trench town train,
Tearing right through the track,
no hesitation,
and no ever looking back.
from the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintop
So high,
watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
sound the glorious whistle, let the engine roar.
We are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door. Keep rolling,
Zion bound,
choo-choo, yeah.
Celestial canvas painted deep indigo, watching the distant silver constellations glow. A velvet blanket wrapping my shivering frame, trying to forget the echoes of a hollow game.
The lunar cycle guides my solitary feet, far away from the noise of the bustling street.
Seeking a sanctuary where the quiet heavily lies, underneath the majesty of the open skies.
Pacing the floorboards while the galaxies spin, shedding the weight of my original sin. The astronomical clock ticks in perfect time, a silent observer to this upward climb. Eclipsing the hardship, leaving orbit behind, searching for a haven for a troubled mind.
The atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountaintop.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour,
We gather the remnants of our spiritual power, guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free.
pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountaintop. Meteor showers blazing a trail of gold, a beautiful story that has never been told. No borders, no boundaries, no terrestrial lines, just the universal truth that eternally shines, elevating the consciousness above the fray, waiting patiently for the breaking of day. My silhouette stretches across the silver lawn, breathing the oxygen before the coming dawn. Gravity loses its unrelenting hold, making my hesitant spirit incredibly bold. The cosmic hum vibrates in my inner ear, erasing every particle of lingering fear. A nocturnal pilgrimage to a sacred dome, finally discovering my permanent home. When the twilight fades into the darkest hour, we gather the remnants of our spiritual power, guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free. Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night. Ascend beyond the stratosphere, the vision becomes crystal clear, levitate above the sorrow and the pain, washing our spirits in the meteor rain. Hush, stars align, ascend. Hush, stars align, ascend. Hush, stars align, ascend. Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night, drifting upward, celestial peace, Zion awaits. Pouring the bourbon from a dusty glass bottle, pushing my sanity full speed at the throttle. Fermented courage making my boots wanna sway, chasing the ghosts of my yesterday away. The saloon is spinning in a dizzying blur, causing a raucous and magnificent stir. Ice cubes clinking in a crystalline cup, drinking the bitter medication straight up. Tapping my heel on the sticky wooden planks, joining the misfits in the rebellious ranks. A dizzy intoxication wrapping around my brain, numbing the sting of this relentless pain. The brass section howling like a wild coyote, floating my troubles on a fragile boat. A barrel of liquor and a pocket of lint, running a marathon in a frantic sprint. Swirling the liquor, catching the amber gleam, waking up violently from a sober dream, tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving our misery scattered on the floor. Whiskey skank, getting dizzy on the floor, stomping our feet till we cannot take no
whiskey skank, the chaotic, joyful mess,
relieving the tension
and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on a tavern rug,
caught in the grip of this musical bug.
a jubilant riot in a fermented haze,
Dancing right through this magnificent maze. The upright piano takes a pounding abuse, providing the perfect and rowdy excuse. A tavern of sinners, hypocrites and saints, removing the shackles and the tight restraints.
my collar is loose and my tie is undone.
This chaotic revelry has
Only begun, a potent concoction to loosen the tongue, a mischievous anthem that must be sung. My petticoat twirls in the furious spin, embracing the chaos and the beautiful sin. The bartender rings the heavy brass bell, casting a potent and intoxicating spell. I stumble slightly, but I catch my own stride, enjoying the thrill of this turbulent ride. The vintage amplifier crackles and pops.
nobody leaves until the melody stops.
Swirling the liquor, catching the amber gleam, waking up violently from a sober dream, tossing the inhibitions out the swinging door, leaving all misery scattered on the floor.
Whiskey skank,
Getting dizzy on the floor,
stomping our feet till we cannot take no more.
whiskey skank, a chaotic, joyful mess,
Relieving the tension
and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on a tavern rug,
caught in the grip of this
musical bug, a jubilant riot in a fermented haze,
dancing right through this magnificent maze. Raise up your glasses,
toast to the night,
bathe in the glow of the flickering light.
let the intoxication fuel the fire, taking the temperature higher and higher. Sway, sway, lean, stomp. Sway, lean,
Stomp, whiskey skank,
getting dizzy on the floor,
stomping our feet till we
cannot take no more.
whiskey skank,
A chaotic, joyful mess
relieving the tension
and the awful stress. Spilling the spirits on the tavern rug,
caught in the grip of this
musical bug, a jubilant riot in a fermented haze,
dancing right through this
magnificent maze. One more round, keep stomping, skank it away. Oh, oh, one more round.
Oh yeah,
The transit station buzzes with a frantic energy, preparing for a mass spectacular exodus of the free. I clutch my luggage tightly to my rapidly beating chest, leaving the concrete slums for the legendary West.
the metallic engine groans, spitting out a jet of steam,
Transporting the passengers toward a collective dream.
a symphony of pistons pushing on the rusted wheel, a revolutionary movement that is finally getting real. The freight cars are loaded with the hopes of the oppressed, a monumental journey, a spectacular quest. The locomotive captain pulls the heavy iron lever, severing from the ties to the Babylon forever. The rhythmic clatter echoes on the wooden railway ties, drowning out the government's fabricated lies. We shovel the combustion, fueling up the massive grate, escaping the perimeter of the dictatorial state.
Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard the trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices of the liberated crowd.
trench town train, tearing right through the tracks.
No hesitation and no ever looking back.
From the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintops so high,
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
sound the glorious whistle, let the engine roar.
We are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door. The cabin is vibrating with the fierce, rebellious chant, doing all the massive things they told us that we can. The velocity blurs the passing scenery outside, a thoroughly exhilarating, terrifying ride. The systemic barriers crumble as we barrel through, creating an environment spectacularly new. The compass needle points strictly toward the promised land, guided by the power of a mighty unseen hand.
I stick my head out the window to catch the rushing gale, writing a victorious chapter to this epic tale. The suffocating poverty is shrinking in the rear, replacing the anxiety with the vision crystal clear. The percussion of the tracks is a steady boom and kick, making the oppressive politicians awfully sick. A rolling sanctuary constructed out of steel, the most euphoric liberation I will ever feel. Velocity increasing as we blast out of the zone, heading for a territory completely unknown. The momentum is a weapon, the rhythm is a shield, racing past the borders of the sugarcane field. All aboard that trench town train, unstoppable and loud,
Carrying the voices of the liberated crowd.
trench town train, tearing right through the tracks.
No hesitation and no ever looking back.
From the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintops so high,
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
sound the glorious whistle, let the engine roar.
We are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door. Faster,
Push it faster, give it everything you got.
claiming the inheritance of the holy spot.
Derail the corruption, smash the paradigm. This is our moment. This is our time.
Truck, truck, wheel, truck, forward, forward.
Never back.
Truck, truck, wheel, truck.
Forward, forward, never back. All aboard the
Trench town train,
unstoppable and loud.
carrying the voices of the liberated crowd. Trench town train,
Tearing right through the tracks.
no hesitation and no ever looking back.
From the ghetto alleyways to the mountaintops so high,
Watch this iron chariot elevate into the sky.
sound the glorious whistle, let the engine roar.
We are kicking down the hinges of the freedom door.
Keep rolling,
Zion bound.
true, true, yeah. The pavement mirrors all my darkest fears. I've soaked these Camden bricks with salty tears. My garden's overgrown with thorns and weeds, neglecting every single one of my basic needs. The sky is bruised, a shade of violet gloom. Within this dusty, silent, lonely room.
But down beneath the surface, deep and wide, there is a spirit that you cannot hide. The soil is parched, the sun is blazing red. Forget the hollow words that they have said. Ancestors watching from the mountain peak, giving strength to all the tired and the weak. Though the branches may be broken and the leaves turn brown, we won't let the weight of sorrow pull us down. Extract the essence from the struggle and the strife, finding the nectar in the middle of this life. Bitter roots, reaching for the light, growing through the concrete in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground in the silence, hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall. Oh, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall. I see the system trying to choke the vine, but the nectar of the truth is truly divine. Drenched down spirit in the London storm, keeping the fire burning, keeping us warm. No axe can fell the tree of liberty, for the truth shall set the captive people free. I'm pouring blackest coffee for my soul, trying to regain some semblance of control. The bitterness is familiar on my tongue, a song of survival that has always been sung. I'll paint my eyes with coal and face the day, watching the gray clouds slowly drift away. Though the branches may be broken and the leaves turn brown, we won't let the weight of sorrow pull us down. Extract the essence from the struggle and the strife, finding the nectar in the middle of this life. Bitter roots, reaching for the light, growing through the concrete in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground in the silence, hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall. Oh, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall. Dig deeper past the limestone and the clay, beyond the reach of those who wish to betray. The nourishment is found in the ancient history, unlocking the gates of every hidden mystery. Bitter but strong, deep but resilient, the foundation is solid, the spirit is brilliant. Bitter roots, reaching for the light, growing through the concrete in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground in the silence, hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall. Oh, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall. Roots rock, Soulfire, take us higher, take us higher. Roots rock, Soulfire, the roots remain bitter but sweet. The murky bio bubbles with the dreadful secret brew, formulating hexes aimed directly at you. Alligator sliding beneath the Spanish moss, tallying the ledger of a monumental loss. A mysterious practitioner stirs the iron pot, tying up my destiny in a complicated knot. Sprinkling the graveyard dust upon the wooden floor, opening the hinges of an otherworldly door. I hear the incantation whisper through the cypress trees, carried by a foul and unnatural breeze, rattling the vertebrae inside the leather sack, guarantee nobody is ever coming back.
The grease talisman hangs around my neck, keeping the malevolent apparitions in check. Light up the candles on the makeshift shrine, erasing the boundaries of the dividing line,
uttering the
syllables of an ancient dreadful curse, making the predicament exponentially worse. The sorcery is potent, the magic is severe, summoning the phantoms that you constantly fear. Listen to the voodoo wail echoing across the swamp,
joining the procession in the terrifying stomp.
Voodoo wail sending shivers down your spine,
intertwining your miserable existence with mine.
let the witch doctor chant, let the heavy bass rumble, watching the walls of your sanctuary crumble. A hypnotic spell woven in a musical form,
summoning the fury of a supernatural storm. The talisman vibrates with a kinetic strange energy, unlocking the padlock of a hidden memory, pounding on the goatskin with the frantic wild pace, summoning the spirits from a designated place.
the potion is simmering